Hey guys, Hallie here at High Octane Cards. Sorry I'm coming at you so late with this preview video for the Toyota Owners 400 at Richmond. We literally just got back from the track at about 1 in the morning. I'll have some videos uploaded later today or this morning from the features, or not the features, I'm sorry, the heat races of the adult fast karts, the factory front wheel drives, and the legends. I'm sorry I did not get any videos of the figure eight. I do have a lot of pictures that I did take, and I'll have those up on the Speedrum Goers Facebook page here in the next day or so. But on Facebook, yeah, I said that. Speedrum Goes on Facebook. But anyway, let's get with the Toyota Owners 400 at Richmond. Of course, Richmond started life as a dirt track. Its first race was in 1953. Lee Petty won that race. There have been 128 total Cup races at Richmond, so that tells you the longevity that this track has played in the history of the sport. I did not look and see, and I apologize for this, I didn't look and see when the track was actually paved. I believe it was sometime in the 60s. The track was reconfigured after the spring race in 1988. So if you go to 1988 and you watch the Pontiac Excitement 400, I believe it was the title sponsor then, it was a half-a-mile track. The track had a guardrail all the way around, inside and out. It was a really, really tight bull ring facility, as I like to refer to it as. At the fall of '88, it reopened as a reconfigured three-quarter-mile track. Was no longer called the Richmond Fairgrounds Raceway, but was known as Richmond International Raceway. And since then, they've dropped the International. It's just Richmond Raceway. So the fairgrounds, I really like the racing on the fairgrounds track, the half-mile track, more than the three-quarter-mile track. But, of course, you have to adjust things for... They needed more VIP suites, I guess. They needed better garages, better pit lane. And they couldn't do that with the fairgrounds facility, so Paul Sawyer and his team purchased the land from the... I believe it was... I can't remember the county that they're in, or they're in Virginia. But they purchased the land from the state and reconfigured the track. Overall, in those 128 races, there have been 23 winners from the pole. And the top 10, 99 times a winner has come from the top 10. So when we look at the top 10 starters for tomorrow's race, or now today's race, 99 times, or 78%, the winner has come from one of those starting spots. Kyle Busch has the worst starting spot of a winner in 2018 when he started in 32nd position. Dale Jarrett holds the race record in 1997 at 109.047 miles an hour. Now, mind you, this does combine the spring and the fall race at Richmond, so I didn't go into the specifics about that. Obviously, at Daytona or Charlotte or other tracks where they run different lengths, I will have a record for the 500 and a record for the 400. Since Richmond runs 2 races a year of identical lengths, that's why I didn't split it up. Same with other tracks like Michigan or Atlanta at the time, or this year is running 2 again. Qualifying record, of course, they're doing metric qualifying right now. Jeff Gordon won the pole in 2013 at an average speed of 130.599, so that's really getting it around a three-quarter-mile track. Record number of lead changes was 25. This happened both in 1991 and 1996. Excuse me, the closest margin of victory, Jeff Burton beat Jeff Gordon by 0.051 seconds, so a little more than 500ths of a second there in 1998. And it's in 2016 there were 16 yellows in that race, so that is the record number of yellow flags. There are no milestone starts. I made sure and checked this week. No drivers are making any milestone starts as far as like a 25 or a 75 or a, ending in at 25 start increments. Michael McDowell, probably not the best driver at Richmond. He has 0 wins, 0 top 5s, 0 top 10s in 19 starts at Richmond. Kurt Busch has 39 races under his belt at Richmond without scoring a pole. Of course, we're doing metric qualifying now, so a little different now. He also has the most starts, 39 starts at Richmond, the most starts among active drivers at Richmond. So before we get to favorites, dark horses, and long shots, we'll review the wins here. This is overall in the all 128 races. There's 128 previous races at Richmond. Chevy has 37, Ford has 31, Toyota has 14. JGR has 16, HMS has 10, and Richard Childress Racing and Penske are tied at 9 apiece. For tomorrow's race, or today's race now, Chevy has 18 cars in the starting lineup, Ford has 15, and Toyota has 6. So your top 10, row 1, and again, this is metric qualifying, so it's a combination of previous finish and the previous race, your fastest lap time, points position, and owner's points position. Each one carry a percentage. So Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin are on the front row. Chase Elliott, William Byron in row 2. Joey Logano and Kyle Larson in row 3. Ryan Blaney and Christopher Bell in row 4. And Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch in row 5. So again, you go back to those 99 previous winners out of 128. There's a good chance that the winner could come from one of those 10 drivers. Now, with that being said, my favorites, and of course, I pick 4 drivers for each category, 4 drivers for each category: favorites, dark horses, and long shots. And some of these drivers I will probably use on some of my DraftKings teams today. So let's, in that favorite category, got to go with Kyle Busch. He's always strong at Richmond. Denny Hamlin, home track, always does well at both Virginia tracks. Martin Truex Jr.'s turned his short track program around in the last 4 or 5 years. And Chase Elliott just seems to be inching closer to getting that first win of 2021, I'm sorry. So he seems to be doing good there. He's the 2020 champion. In my dark horse category, I got Christopher Bell. And so far, if you've listened, all these drivers are starting in the top 10, and that's not by coincidence. I think they're going to be strong, but this will be the last of the drivers starting in the top 10. Austin Dillon, I look at him as a dark horse. He seems to just be on the cusp of hitting that top 5 pretty consistently. He's always running in that 8th to 14th position, so he's definitely improving over the last few years. William Byron, even though he's got a win this year, I do think that he'll be really strong. I guess he is one of the he is starting 4th, so I apologize. So that's 6 out of the first 7 that are starting in the top 10. And then Daniel Suarez. Daniel has had some good runs at Richmond in the past. He's been doing really good on the short tracks this year, and I look forward to him having a good run here. I can see him. He was running in the top 10, top 15 at Martinsville before he was taken out in that big parking lot wreck on the backstretch. But I do see him running in the top 15 for most of the day. He does start back in, let's find him here. He does start in the 27th position. So he'll get to the front. And when I say the front, he'll be in that front half. He'll be in the top 15, I think, by halfway. Long shots. Chase Briscoe. Chase has got the car. Chase has got the talent. But this is his first race at Richmond. It's his rookie cup season. Big learning curve. It's just taken him some time to get there. Austin Cindric will start last on the field, starting in 38th, but he's in a Penske car. He's the most dominant Xfinity driver this year. He's last year's Xfinity Series champion. He's got a lot of positives going for him, and obviously from starting last, there's no place to go but up for him in this race. So I could see him. He could squeak out a win, but more than likely he'll be a top 15 driver, but definitely somebody to consider because he'll get a lot of passing points for you. Chris Buescher is another driver. I got Michael McDowell. We already talked about him briefly. He is one of my 4 long shot drivers. The other one is Chris Buescher. Chris is 0 for 9 as far as top 10 finishes. He's got 0 top 10s in 9 career starts at Richmond. I just don't see him having a winning car, but I could see him being that driver that in the right circumstance, you know, he did win a stage and ran really well at Homestead. I could see him doing that here at Richmond. Just the right pit strategy, right pit calls, things fall the right way. He could get a stage win. He could get up there and can contend for a top 10 finish. I believe the Roush teams are starting to get their things turned around, getting that bad luck away from them, and start to have some more top 12, top 14 performances. So I could see that with Chris Buescher as well. And like we talked about, Austin Cindric does start 38th on the field. Not really anybody in the field that's really any big surprises. Maybe a few people to look out for. Tyler Reddick does start 13th, Stenhouse 14th, Bubba 15th. So I could see maybe those 3 making a little bit of a charge to the field. Alex Bowman starts 24th, and where did we have Eric Almirola? I know he's kind of in the back here. 22nd. So those guys have been having rough years. They have to really, really turn it around. Corey LaJoy is just having a host of bad luck this year. He starts 36th. I thought he was going to be a lot stronger this year, but just luck has not been on his side. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Not sure what my card break videos are going to be, or card rip videos are going to be this week, or what order I'm going to do them in. Still kind of playing with that right now. I will have some other videos uploaded later this morning that I shot last night at the Speedrome of all the different series, and it's just the heat races. I didn't record any of the features. It was getting really, really cold. I didn't have my jacket on, and I wanted to go get my jacket, and when I went and sat in a different area of bleachers, it's just not good for shooting video there because you can't see the whole track real well. You can see the whole track, but I'm shooting through a fence at that point. I just don't like doing that. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later this afternoon with one of the card videos. Not sure what it's going to be, but thanks for watching.